Okay, calling the meeting to order at 5 o'clock. I'd like to ask Clerk Perillo to sit back down.
Sorry, I asked if I
Did you
had a
need to go-
packet, and
That's
okay.
two-sided.
hey, I love two-sided.
Yeah. Okay, to
Sorry.
call, to request attendance to see if we have a quorum.
Deputy Mayor Katsai,
Present?
Trustee Louts,
Present.
Trustee Biondo,
Present.
Trustee Giuliano,
Present.
Mayor,
Present.
thank you. Attorney Moran,
Present.
thank you. We do have a quorum, Madam Mayor.
Sylvia, are you here?
I am.
Thank you. Now, if you, Clerk Perillo, could read off the action items for board approval.
Resolution number 1, resolution approving the minutes of the July 24th, 2023 meeting.
We have a motion?
Motion?
Motion. Second.
Second. Trustee Laux, do we have any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Resolution number 2, resolution amending the effective date of the resolution approved at the July 24th, 2023 Board of Trustees meeting. Thank you. Regarding an increase in the salary of Chris Furchert. The effective date is hereby amended to be retroactive to May 15th, 2023, as per confirmation of classification to Diesel Mechanic 1 by Suffolk County Civil Service on May 3rd, 2023.
Motion.
We're just, this is going to be the consent agenda now.
Okay.
Stan, so do we have any
Can I get
questions
one
about
back?
that one?
Is any explanation required? Thank you.
Good, okay. Number 3.
Are there any agendas
Yes.
for the?
There are.
Well, Charmaine put them on Sylvia's
Excuse-
desk, so if
excuse us.
anybody would like an agenda,
I
that
was asked
would
to
be...
give them to Sylvia.
Yes,
by
It's-
Sylvia.
Thank you.
Okay, if,
These are.
here,
these
I'm
are-
going to go put these on the back.
Mayor, these are for the board.
Those are
and
board packets.
And these are here.
Apologies.
Yeah, sure. So this is,
We have them.
You have yours, Drew?
Yep.
Yes.
We swapped.
Okay.
I
Yes.
gave her mine.
oh, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
So what is there a difference?
Same thing. Have one. I just printed out the one that came out.
Oh, thank you.
One's double-sided and one's not.
And one
I
double-sided.
extra
maybe I like
that's-
the double-sided guy.
Oh my gosh, okay, so sorry for the interruption. So, item 3.
Resolution approving the attached consulting services proposal submitted by Alan Schneider for the provision of consultation services and assistance regarding prevailing Suffolk County Civil Service law, personnel issues, and pending personnel matters on an as-needed basis at a contract fee of $300 per hour for a maximum of 20 hours per calendar month. Resolution number 4, resolution ratifying the approval of the attached consulting agreement effective July 13th, 2023, submitted by Roger Corsella for the provision of consultation services regarding construction management and general construction services related to village projects and grants currently in progress, as well as future projects and grants on an as-needed basis at a contract fee of $150 per hour for a maximum of 40 hours per calendar month.
And that's to be, I'm sorry, that's just for him to be like a clerk of the works for different projects that are going on, is that the?
On the basis of consulting services, yes.
Okay.
Resolution number 5. Resolution authorizing the attached resolution to settle outstanding tax certiorari proceedings pendent against the Village of Port Jefferson in connection with the property owned by 1610, 1618 Main Street, PJ LLC, and known as District 206, Section 21, Block 4, and Lot 5 in the Village of Port Jefferson.
Mayor, on the motion, I just want to let for the board's edification, it was reviewed by council and legally sufficient and recommended settlement.
Thank you.
Resolution number 6, resolution approving the event application submitted by Long Island Seaport and Eco Center, Inc., LISEC, for the use of Village of Port Jefferson-owned parking spaces at Harborfront Park between Bayless Boat Shop and the Port Jefferson Yacht Club for the annual boat build and race, and further approving a waiver of the requisite $50 application fee.
They asked for 8 spaces, was that 8?
think it's 10. 10 wooden horses.
10, okay.
10 wooden
They asked
horses.
for all spaces at Harborfront Park
I thought so, all the spaces.
between the boat
Yeah.
shop and the yacht club.
So against the bluff
Being
there.
against the hill.
Yes, on the east side
Yes.
of Harborfront Park. So just as a point of reference, we are looking at all the waivers, the the requests to waive fees and waive rates, to change the rates we're looking at the entire Village Center operating systems to see how we're making these decisions and when we make these decisions so that we have a uniform, an opportunity to create a more uniform policy for these functions, similar to what the OSC recommends for the state operation of state facilities. So we're looking at that. But this is included on this agenda.
Resolution number 7, resolution approving the request of Renee Lemmerman to ratify the hiring of Dennis Sigillo as a seasonal part-time lifeguard from July 22nd, 2023 through September 4th, 2023 for East and West Beach at an hourly wage rate of $15 per hour. Resolution number 8, resolution approving the request of Pat Sullivan to ratify the hiring of Michael Lomello as a seasonal part-time laborer effective July 31st, 2023 at an hourly wage rate of $18 per hour. Resolution number 9, resolution approving the request of Chief Owen to promote Code Officer Ubaid Khan to the title of Sergeant effective August 17th, 2023 at an hourly wage rate of $23.23 per hour. Resolution number 10, resolution approving the request of Chief Owen to promote Appearance Ticket Officer Jonathan Romano to the title of Corporal effective August 17th, 2023 at an hourly wage rate of $20.12 per hour. Resolution number 11, resolution approving the request of Chief Owen to promote Captain Charlie Gennaro to the title of Assistant Chief effective August 17th, 2023 at an hourly wage rate of $28.11 per hour.
And just as a note to the board members, if you haven't had a chance to look in your packets, there are rationale justifications by Chief Owen on all 3 of those requests to promote Officer Khan, Officer Romano, and Captain Gennaro.
Thank you. Resolution number 12, resolution to approve the warrants dated August 3rd, 2023 as presented by Treasurer Mordente and approved by Claims Auditor Carlson.
Just a point of order note on this is that currently working with Deputy Treasurer Michelle Ferrante, and I've asked for additional detail in the form of backup documentation on some of these claims. And so I'm going to ask that we table this vote right now so that I have a chance to look at those, that backup documentation, and once we receive and review it, we will request approval of these warrants at a subsequent Board of Trustees meeting.
I'm sorry, can I ask a question? So that means no warrants going out?
Do we have, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Michelle can ask a question if she'd like.
Okay.
So,
Do we need a motion? Is there a motion?
to a motion to table the warrants for
Yes.
now?
Yes.
Do we need a specific motion for this
Mayor,
right
I
now?
just want to make sure that, and I'm sorry, I don't know everybody. You're the deputy treasurer?
Yes, sir.
Does this mean the village can't pay its bills?
Yes.
I just want to make sure you're aware of that.
The village will be holding off on paying its bills.
Okay, I just want to make sure that that was.
The village can pay its bills.
You know what I mean. I wanted to make sure that by not approving the warrant that we can't cut checks to pay the monthly bills. Is that an accurate statement?
The checks are cut, we just would have mailed them.
So we're not mailing.
But if it's every warrant, my concern is things may be late.
Right, so they might be 2 weeks late.
Yeah.
Credit
Okay, I just
cards,
want to
We're looking
make
in-
sure.
just
we're
credit
looking in
cards,
2
stuff
weeks.
that we're gonna get hit with late fees and finance charges, it's just my concern.
Again, I really need to go through every single claim. And we'll update the process. Again, we'll change our process before the next review of the warrants, so that maybe we're reviewing the claims with Claims Auditor Carlson in real time. So we're not holding anything up.
Question?
Mm-hmm.
Would it be prudent to perhaps give the mayor permission upon review of these claims and warrants, the authority to then pay them? Is that doable?
Yeah, I was gonna suggest the same thing.
Give me 2 seconds, I'll run that through my calculator upstairs.
Yes.
So you're looking to do, a motion would be to approve the warrant subject to final review by the
Approved
mayor.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility.
Okay,
True.
I'm sorry. I was just looking
Rebecca.
to see if that was a.
Well-
I think the cleaner motion is to just table it
Table
for
it,
2 weeks.
fine.
Again, this board meets every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If it was a month, I'd say, ugh.
Yeah.
But in 2 weeks, I don't expect there to be too many problems.
Just a point of inquiry, are there certain funds that can be approved and then others?
Okay.
Because I haven't had a chance to look through them all, and it starts at the top. So, the first general. So,
Just, yeah, I guess we're all trying to ask a question that
Yep.
might get to not being hit with late fees or.
And I have several bills that I know off the top of my head that we're gonna get hit with. Like, I know several bills that are in there that we will get charged. We are going to be. So that's my concern.
But if it's a question of
There's lease payments
legitimacy
in
or
there.
something else that the mayor wants to look at, I say then do it. Then, fine.
You would need a motion to table item number 12?
I'll make a motion to table item number 12.
I'll second that motion.
Gonna
Well-
add to the discuss, so
Yeah.
the
Sorry.
mayor's not comfortable with, having it, upon approval.
I'm not
by the
aware
mayor.
of the statements that will push us over into a late fee status. That would be helpful to have known as well. So, because I don't know that answer, I don't know what statements are going to end up costing us more.
Why don't we, can I make a recommendation, Mayor?
Sure.
Why don't we table this agenda item at this moment, and maybe in executive session, try and get some of the answers to the questions that the board has in reference to, I don't know what's on there, it looks like there's capital money that's gonna go out as well, and I don't know if.
I'm not concerned with that. I'm not concerned with the capital money.
Okay, but if your concern is over minuscule late fees in support of the integrity of the warrant, then I don't have a problem just holding it for 2 weeks. My concern was more, if we default on certain payments, does that trigger any,
I'll make a phone call.
I don't think it does.
Can you give us a few days on this?
Yeah,
This
I
one,
mean,
Capital
credit
One,
cards
you
aren't
know.
going to do it, we have lease payments, but, it is what it is.
All right, you know what, we'll work with the vendors.
We'll pay with
We'll
the-
probably be able to work with vendors, we'll try.
Again,
to work
if
with
it
the
was
vendors.
anything other than 2 weeks, I would say let's try and work it out now,
Mhm.
but 2 weeks shouldn't change the world.
Okay. So, any further discussion?
There's a motion on the table to table. And second.
Motion to table and second.
So we're tabling it to executive session.
No,
No.
that was not the motion.
No, we're tabling it for 2 weeks.
There's
For 2
nothing we
weeks.
can resolve in executive session that we can't resolve right here. And there's no reason to go into executive session because it doesn't involve legal and it doesn't involve
Personnel.
personnel.
No, I think the question was if we're going to be discussing the specific questions that you might have about the.
Rebecca, I would if I knew. There's a lot I do have specific questions on, but I've only gotten through half of the stack,
Okay.
so.
Roll call vote?
Trustee Giuliano,
Aye.
trustee Louts,
Aye.
trustee
Aye.
Biondo, trustee Cassay,
Aye.
mayor,
Yes,
thank you all.
motion carries. Okay, so it is now time to go into executive session to discuss several
Well, did
legal.
we approve all the other
We
ones?
gotta approve all
We
the
will,
other.
Oh,
It's not time yet.
okay.
All
Yeah.
right, okay.
So we are going into executive session, and there will be a potential 13th
Okay.
item for the consent agenda. All right, so do we have a motion to go into executive session?
So
Motion.
moved. I'll second.
Biondo, trustee Cassay, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
In the interest
Executive
of the
session.
comfort of the public, should the board go downstairs so that the public can
So
stay?
It's a good idea.
That's a great idea, Rebecca. Thank you. And also, Kevin, can you give us an update on how the public will be able to tune back in, or if there's any,
We're gonna do two separate streams, business meeting and a 6 o'clock public.
can they hear you?
They can.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to do 2 separate streams. We're going into executive session now. We will be back to conclude this vote prior to the 6 o'clock public portion of this meeting. So we'll be back.
It'll be one video. It'll be one video.
And there will, at the end of the evening, there will be one video for the public to view if they are unable to attend the meeting. Okay. Before midnight?
Before midnight.
Wow. Okay, thank you.
Turn into a pumpkin.